A year ago, we embarked on an epic adventure, renovating an abandoned Tuscan villa by the sea. From rewiring all of the electrical to designing our dream kitchen, we've turned our dreams into reality, one project at a time. Despite the bumps and delays along the way, we managed to beat the clock in time for a special arrival, our first baby. Stay tuned as we unveil the twists, turns, and triumphs of our unique renovation journey. Welcome back to our renovation in Tuscany. If it's your first time joining us, take a look inside our villa and explore our previous videos at the top right. In an effort to jumpstart my labor, Rob and I took an afternoon trip to the hilltop town of Volterra. We had a quick bite at a local restaurant and walked up and down the scenic center, taking in the views and enjoying our last days as just us two. Even though it was a Saturday, the town was quiet, very calm before the crowded tourist season. Some of the shops and restaurants had just started opening up after their winter break. We took a day to take care of ourselves and headed out to Lucca.
The baby should arrive any day now. From the last appointment that we had with the doctor, they were telling me that it could be any day. So we've just been kind of going a little mad, you know, prepping for the baby, getting all the stuff washed, getting everything ready, and trying to do any last minute finishing touches to the house that we can do, like getting lights downstairs so that we actually are not in the dark. But everything is coming together, and today we came to get a haircut and get freshened up so that, you know, we can treat ourselves a little bit and be ready for when that day comes. So we came to Lucca to get our haircuts, and we're gonna go walk around a little bit and see if I can stretch my legs. Hello. Hello.
It was such a lovely day walking about Lucca, but the true highlight of the day was grabbing a slice of pizza from a local shop and people watching. It's moments like this on a slow afternoon that make living in Italy so amazing. My mom was set to arrive the very next day, and I couldn't wait to see her. We made sure to grab some sweet treats before heading back home. All of the bakeries had beautiful and delicious cakes for the upcoming Easter holiday. Luckily, my mom arrived just in time for the baby's arrival. After spending a couple of days nesting and organizing, we took a little break and got out of the house to get some sunshine and walk around our small town. We headed down to the tiny marina lined with boats. We've seen the local children take sailing lessons on the weekends, and we can't wait to see our little one out there one day. It was absolutely amazing being able to take a moment and appreciate the gorgeous sea view. During a quick checkup appointment, my doctors decided to induce me that same day. Being how this is Italy, we had to make a quick stop for at least one delicious meal before heading back to the hospital. I checked into the hospital, and the next day we welcomed our sweet little boy. Before we knew it, we were heading home from the hospital. We're officially a family of 3. We have the hospital bracelets to prove it, and we are on our way home from the hospital after being there for, feels like nearly a week, but I think we've been there since Monday evening, or Monday afternoon, I should say. Feels like forever, so 5 days. Rob and I are certainly on a love high. We had gotten little to no sleep in the hospital, but it was so incredible to finally meet our son. Hi everyone!
Ciao!
We're back. We're finally back. And this time it's for good, we promise. We had taken a little bit of time to ourselves, a little bit of a hiatus to give ourselves some space and to recoup. We actually had quite a bit of things going on aside from the construction and work and the pregnancy. We went in for a checkup at 38 weeks and we spoke with the gynecologist. It just seemed like a regular appointment. At the end of the appointment, totally didn't expect it whatsoever. The team of doctors turned to us and said, okay, we would really like to induce you today. Do you have your suitcase ready to go? We kind of looked at each other like, whoa, are we just about to have a baby today? Luckily, we had enough time to get everything together really quickly. We had already kind of prepped and we just grabbed the stuff that we needed and we headed to the hospital.
The doctor's making the decision to induce her. I kind of preferred, because then it wasn't like a shock to the system of a surprise of a water breaking at midnight and you're extremely in a panic and everything like that, because with your first baby, you don't know what to expect. So I think for us, I kind of appreciated them making that decision, I was kind of happy about it because we knew what to expect, and we just kind of went with the flow at that point.
There were some reasons why the doctors decided to induce me on that particular day. The baby's growth had slowed, so they wanted to avoid having any problems later. So it was much better for him to be delivered at 38 weeks, which was still considered full term. It was the most amazing experience, I have to say, to see my baby and to have that special bonding moment. Everything luckily went really well. All of his health checkups, they did more testing than is usual for myself and for him. I had a couple of health things kind of going on, so we just had to make sure that everything was okay. Eventually they sent us home by the end of the week.
Yeah, 3 days after.
We left on Friday afternoon and we headed home, and we kind of had to adjust to life and find a new rhythm with the baby.
You're learning day by day, you know, like you see kind of memes on social media and stuff. It's like they just hand you the baby and that's what they do. Like nothing prepares you. I mean, when it's your own and you just go home with it, you know, it's like you just got to be, it was for us like being confident, knowing we knew what we were doing, even though we were learning day by day. I think that instinct kicks in, you know, that parental instinct, and it was really amazing. But yeah, like Andrea said, it was definitely a learning curve, you know, and we found ourselves laughing at that, like they just give you the baby and you get to go home.
It was really, I have to say, an amazing experience because all of the doctors, all of the nurses were so helpful and so kind and so loving. Probably one of the best environments I could imagine us being in, because they were so willing to share knowledge with us and to show us how to do things. Once we got home, we were trying to get in our rhythm and get things going and adjusting to new life as parents. Unfortunately, Robbie caught a cold early on, and so we had to kind of stop everything, take care of him. And because it was something so new and he was so fresh, we had to take some time. So that's also why we've been not uploading videos and we haven't been doing content, because we've really been focused on the care of our baby.
Whenever you're having to, number one, catch up on sleep, you know, have the energy to do things, you're just trying to take care of yourself, you know, but most importantly the baby, and it's quite difficult to do when you have so many appointments to go to. And we wish we could have made more videos, but looking back, I mean, we also wanted to enjoy that time.
Just to give you a little bit of an update on where the renovation stands right now, I had spoken to our builder and we stopped everything because I was in the hospital. It was much easier for us to just say, let's hit the pause button. So he came, and it was amazing to have him come and meet the baby after the baby was born.
He was emotional when he seen him,
Yeah, and he brought us a little gift for our little guy. And it was really special because we've met so many amazing people on our journey. So it was nice being able to share that moment with him.
Also, we had a friend, Giorgio, come by who also brought us a gift. Thank you, Giorgio.
Yes.
I know you watch. Yeah, it was really amazing, you know, these people who spent months with us and getting to know us and us getting to know them, and not even just building a friendship, building a really close bond with these people. It was amazing for them to come and, you know, have that connection of meeting Robbie. It was really, really beautiful.
Finally seeing, you know, our little nugget in person. I have to say, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all of the comments and all of the congratulations you guys have sent our way, all of the love you've sent our way, because we felt it. Now that we have a better schedule, we will be throwing ourselves back into the renovation, getting back and getting things charged and ready to go. The lights in the kitchen, where we are now, have finally been installed. We've been living in this space quite a bit since the baby was born, because this is really the finished area of the house, aside from the lighting, but it was really difficult to kind of try to function in the middle of the night with just a little light bulb for light. So we were so thrilled to finally have all of the recessed lighting installed here, and also we have lighting in all of the cabinets installed.
Andrea, the drywall master, had started prepping the ceiling for our Flow's recessed lighting back in January. Notice we didn't have any windows installed during the coldest part of winter. I look back now and I can't believe we lived like this for weeks while we waited for the windows to be installed. Each recessed light frame had to be mounted onto the drop ceiling and then plastered over, giving a flush finish with no trim. Once the plaster dried, Andrea carefully painted the ceiling so that the lights could be installed by our electrician. After the arrival of our baby, Bruno dropped by to install the recessed lights. We felt like we had been waiting an eternity, but it was well worth the wait. We love the recessed lights and their dimming function. Even the baby appreciates the dimming feature. We make sure to adjust the light strength before heading to bed so it isn't harsh during midnight feedings. The cabinet lighting has also been a lovely feature. It's no surprise that Rob's favorite section is the coffee bar area, and now everything is very easy to see. Getting the kitchen lights installed was just the icing on the cake. So with all that said, I wanted to introduce you to somebody new to our family, little Robbie. Let me go and grab him. So I wanted to introduce you to our little family member. Meet Robbie. He's officially 1 month old as of yesterday. It's hard to believe that we already have had a month with this little guy, and he's such a mellow baby. He's really a joy. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, from our little family to your family. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to follow us along this wild Italian journey.